What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So I hope you're ready for a bit of a longer video because as you can probably tell by the length of this video, this build definitely took me a while. It's a larger one, it's on a 40 by 30 lot, and those tend to take me a little bit longer. This is a pretty large, spacious family home. And this won't come as a surprise probably, but I did build this for my save file. Maybe you recognize the Pancakes house next door. So I actually uploaded the Pancakes house that I built over on my channel on Sunday. So if you haven't checked that out, then you can definitely go ahead and do that. I basically built them a new house. I kicked them out of their house, of their original house, and I placed a different house on that lot. But then I later on decided that I wanted the Pancakes back. So I placed them on a lot basically across from their old house, and that's where I built them a new house. And then right next door there is this larger 40 by 30 lot, and I still needed a build for that. So I decided to build a large suburban blended family home. So this house is for a blended family. I built it for a family, a larger family consisting of 6 Sims and 2 dogs. So it is a full household. I actually already also created the household that I want to live in this house. I actually already put them in here for my save file, like in the actual save that I'm still working on. So I can definitely quickly show you the family when we jump into the game after the speed build portion of the video. When I give you a tour, I can also just quickly give you I don't know, show you the family, I guess. So yeah, I created a family of 6 Sims total and then 2 dogs. So definitely a full household, a larger family. And this house is just, it's a suburban house. You can definitely tell I just skipped forward a little bit because it took me a while to figure out the color scheme and stuff I wanted to go for. So it's a very basic, generic suburban family home, but I just really enjoyed building it. I had a lot of fun with it. I really like the shape of the house. I'm not even remembering. I think I was working off of a reference picture for this one for the facade of the house. However, I let go of it quite quickly, I think. It was just something that got me started, and then, I don't know, I just kind of took over from there. I do like the front porch area situation. I think that is what I used the reference picture for. And then the back of the house has this like wraparound little porch that I think is so cozy. I just made that up myself. I only had a picture of the facade of this specific house, I think. However, I'm not remembering the picture. I honestly do not know. I'm not remembering the actual reference photo that I used. I think I used like some sort of a sketch that I found on Pinterest that I thought was cute. But here you can see I am fencing in the backyard. I was fiddling around with the shape of the backyard. There is a little bit of space left over on the lot. I did not use up the whole entire lot for the backyard, but that is because I wanted the backyard to have a little bit more shape to it, if that makes sense. So it's not like a huge like square or rectangular backyard. I just wanted there to be a little bit of shape, which I created by placing the fences in the way that I did. And I just think it turned out really cute. So for the whole like exterior of this build, once again, it is actually very base game inspired. I use a lot of base game items for the exterior of this house. I actually think that the entire exterior is base game. The windows are all base game. I don't know if that little vent that I placed in a couple of the roofs are base game. Oh, and then there are a couple of roof decorations that are not base game. But for the rest, like all the windows, I think the chimney and the paneling and the brick and stuff, that is all base game, I believe. So it should be fairly easy to put this game in your, or put this build in your game if you want to just go ahead and download it separately. Then you can definitely go ahead and do that, and it should be fairly easy to place. I did use a large sliding door from Island Living, the glass sliding door, so that won't be, if you don't have that pack, then you won't have that door. I mean, that makes sense. But we do have a base game sliding door as well that you could replace it with very easily, I think. There is a little bit of construction going on, by the way. It's so annoying because I have all these recordings planned. Today I did a gameplay video, and then I'm doing this very long voiceover, and then I'm streaming later today as well. So I have a lot of stuff planned today, because basically this is the only day this week that I'll have time to record. And I don't know, for some reason, today is the day that there's a lot of construction going on outdoors. They are basically drilling out the whole entire street. I don't know what they're doing, but it's very loud, it's very noisy. They're kind of quiet right now, so I hope it stays that way for as long as this voiceover is gonna take me. But we'll see. If it's a little bit noisy, I apologize. I don't really have a choice. This video is for tomorrow, so I really need to get this voiceover done today. And like I said, it's really the only day this week I have time to record, because I'm spending a little bit of time with my family. My sister is actually visiting. I mean, this has nothing to do with the speed build, but I just feel like telling you. My sister is actually visiting. My sister lives abroad, so I don't get to see her a lot. She lives in a different country with her family, and she is visiting with one of my nephews. She has 2 sons, so my 2 nephews. One of them is 3 years old, the other one is 1 year old, and she is traveling with only her eldest. So with my 3-year-old nephew, they're traveling together, just the 2 of them. They've never done that before, so that is very exciting for them. And so yeah, they're visiting. They're not staying with me. I live in a very, very small apartment. I wish I had space for them so that they could come stay with me, but they're actually staying with my aunt. So I am going to visit them and also stay there for a couple of days. And then the other days I have work. So yeah, this is literally the only day that I have time to record. And that is the reason why, but I'm very excited about it. I haven't seen my sister and my nephew for a long time. When did I visit them last? Oh my gosh, I'm not remember. Oh, I visited them at the beginning of March. So yeah, that's not actually too long ago, but still I miss them obviously a lot. So it's always exciting that I get to see them. So yeah, that is very exciting. But yeah, you can really see the house come together. I did a little bit of landscaping. It's not too over the top with the landscaping. I definitely did some. There is definitely some shrubs and plants and flowers and stuff around. But since this is for my save file, the whole build in general is not too crazy cluttered or like crazy landscaped. And I like that. I like that vibe. I've been really enjoying building in that way, and it's just really nice. And it also, I mean, this video is already so long. Just imagine if I went like all the way like overboard with landscaping and clutter and whatnot. This build would have been 50 minutes long, I think. And it's already super long right now. But yeah, here we have a little driveway situation. I was thinking that this build used to have an actual garage, but then they renovated it so that there is an extra bedroom basically in the house, because it is actually a generations family home. I didn't mention this yet, but for this family, I was thinking of the grandma living with them. So yeah, it's definitely a generations family home. It's very, very spacious. It has 1 bedroom with an ensuite downstairs, and then it has 3 more bedrooms upstairs, which one of them has an ensuite, and then there is a whole bathroom upstairs as well as a whole bathroom downstairs as well, and then also a separate mudroom with laundry machines. I really love that so much. I never really do that because I'm not really used to having mudrooms. It's not really a thing that exists here in my country. I mean, obviously it exists, but it's not something I'm very like familiar with. But for this house, for this floor plan, it just worked out that way, that we had a little mudroom situation. And I just think it's so, so cute. But here you can see we're moving on to the interior of the build. So the house is a little bit more modernized, and I was definitely thinking that the house is that way because it has been renovated not too long ago. Probably not all at once, but I mean, they do have a slightly more modern kitchen, a more modern living area. However, they also have a fireplace, which looks a little bit more traditional. So that may be the actual like original fireplace of the house. But then the whole like exterior, the paint, the color of the paneling, the brick, it definitely looks a little bit more on the modern side of things. So I feel like this house has been renovated over time. However, the house itself is not like new or anything, because, okay, well, this might be a great time to actually get into the whole storyline for the family that I had in mind. So we have a blended family. We have a mom. She's living here with her mom, so grandma, and she has 2 children, 1 teenager and 1 kid. The kid is her daughter. She is probably about like 8 years old. And then she also has a teenager who identifies as non-binary. We do have pronouns in the game as of like last week. So I really wanted to use that for this family that I created. So the mom has a teenager who identifies as non-binary. They have they them pronouns. And then they are living here in this house with their grandma, basically. So with the mom's mom. And I do feel like this is actually the house that the mom grew up in herself as well. So that is probably why the house has been renovated over time, because she is also an interior designer. She is in the career that came with Dream Home Decorator. So she is an interior designer. She also has a little office down here. That is why, as we're watching the interior come together, you can see that it's definitely, it has a specific color scheme. It looks like it's very well thought out in a way, without being overly matchy-matchy or anything, but it's definitely, I don't know, it feels very modern and nice and something that is well thought out. So that is probably the mom's work, basically. She did that, and she is an interior designer. So I was thinking they used to live here for the longest time. I mean, obviously the mom, she has been a single mom for some years. She either divorced her previous husband or maybe he passed away. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really think about that part of the storyline too much. But then she basically remarried, and she remarried her current husband, obviously. So he moved in with his daughter. She is also a child the same age as the mom's youngest. So, and they are very good friends. Like, they are step sisters right now. But of course I don't know, for some reason they just really got along so well, and they are like inseparable, like best friends right now. And they also share a bedroom. So they moved in, and then the mom and her family, they already had a small dog. And then the dad and his daughter, they also already had a dog. So that's why they have 2 dogs in the house right now. So that is basically the blended family. I hope it makes sense. The dad, he is a police officer. He's a detective. And yeah, they're living in this house together, and they are married now. So that is very exciting. So I was thinking that, I mean, they've been married for some years now. Like, this whole blended family situation isn't new. It's been like this for definitely some years now. So yeah, everyone is used to it. And I feel like that is the reason why they actually also renovated the house, like the garage part of the house. Because I was definitely thinking that the mom's kids, so the teen and the kid, they used to actually share a bedroom with the 2 of them. And then there are 2 more bedrooms upstairs. So the grandma had her own bedroom, and the mom, she had her own bedroom as well. But then, since the dad and his daughter and their dog moved in here, they needed an extra bedroom. They needed more space. So what happened is the grandma actually got the renovated new bedroom in the garage, because, I mean, she deserves it. She's the grandma. So she got the nice bedroom, like, further away from everyone else, so that she has like her own little space in the house. So she has her own bedroom in the renovated garage with an ensuite, which is very, very nice for her. So that there is 1 more bedroom upstairs. So the teenager moved over to the smaller bedroom, which probably used to be grandma's bedroom. So they have that room like all to themselves now. And the 2 girls, the younger girls, they are sharing a bedroom together. So they're sharing the larger bedroom upstairs. You'll see it once you move on to the 2nd floor. But basically, I feel like that is what happened. So they needed to renovate the place a little bit because the family was expanding, basically. And I thought that that was such a cute little storyline idea. So that is what I went with. And I'm just so happy with how this house came together. I love the floor plan for this house. Here you can see I'm struggling with the kitchen. This took me a little while. I actually had to rearrange the windows a little bit because this was just not working out. So I rearranged the windows a bit, and I did that then for like the 2nd floor windows that were right on top of these windows. I did that as well so that it still looks good for the exterior, basically. But I just cut that out of the video because, I mean, the video is already so long. But yeah, we have this nice open space kitchen. I'm using these slightly modern yet still rustic looking cabinets from, oh gosh, Jungle Adventure is what it's called. And I really love these in like the rich, like darker brown swatch. I haven't used these for a while. I mean, there are some open like glass door cabinets, and I'm not too fond of the color of the china. I wish that was more neutral colored. So, but yeah, that is something, I mean, it was just not going to be perfect either way, so it's fine. the color is actually quite fun. Maybe they are just like that. Maybe the mom, she likes her colorful china. It kind of suits the family or like the house in a way. It just would have been nicer if it were a little bit more neutral colored, but it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, you can really see the whole kitchen come together. Sadly, I did not have the space for a dining table large enough for 6 or 8 chairs. So we have a 5-seater dining table, which is pretty sad, but I just couldn't get it to work otherwise. And I felt like it makes sense because, I mean, before 5 seats was enough, like before the whole family expanded and before they had like this large blended family living in the house, the 5-seater dining table was fine. It worked out just fine. And basically they couldn't make the whole house, like this area of the house, they couldn't really make it any bigger. Like they couldn't expand the house in that sense. So this is just what they have to work with. It's a 5-seater dining table. We do have another dining table outdoors, which does have enough space for everyone. So when the weather is nice, like in the summertime, they can definitely have dinners with the whole family together. But yeah, so that might not be the most realistic thing, that we don't have a big enough dining table in the bed or in the living area. But it's fine, that is just how it is. We do have some additional seating in the kitchen by the island counters. I placed a couple of bar stools over there, so there's definitely more than enough seating space for everyone. Just not enough chairs around the dining table, basically, which bothers me a little bit. But it's just, I couldn't solve it. I couldn't solve that problem. I really definitely tried, but I don't know. I just didn't want this house to feel too cramped. I was actually trying to turn this office space into a dining area, like a more formal dining area, but then that wasn't really gonna fit either because that was just too cramped, like for a super large dining table. And also, the mom needs her office because she is an interior designer. She works from home a lot when she makes like her plans and her designs and everything. So she needs this space. So I really didn't want to offer this up for a dining room either way. So I decided to keep it as an office. So this is the mom's office, and I really enjoyed placing the little pet bed because there is a big dog and a small dog in this family, and the mom's family, they already had the smaller dog, and I feel like the dog just really enjoys hanging out here when the kids are at school and the mom is working in her office. I could really see the little dog sleeping on their little bed. I just thought that would be so cute. So that is what I decided to do. And yeah, basically the office space is not too complicated. It's quite simple, simply decorated and not too cramped and cluttered. It does look very pretty though, in my opinion. But here you can see we're moving on to the mudroom where I placed the laundry machines. I was really thinking that the grandma, this might be a bit too much of a stereotype. That is not what I was trying to do. I just was really thinking that the grandma, she doesn't have a job anymore. She doesn't work anymore. By the way, I did think that she used to be a vet. I also gave her the vet skill, like maxed out probably, or like level 8 or something. So to kind of add to the storyline that she used to be a vet. She is retired now. So she basically also loves taking the dogs for like walks and stuff like that. And I feel like since she is retired, she just really enjoys doing a bit of the house, like doing a little bit of the work around the house. She loves doing the laundry and stuff like that. So I could just really see the grandma doing her thing in this little mudroom, doing the laundry, cleaning up the house a little bit. It's not like she does everything. Obviously, everyone else pitches in as well, but the grandma, she doesn't have a job anymore. She's retired. She loves spending time with her family, like doing stuff for her family, cleaning the house a little bit, helping out wherever she can. I mean, I hope that I'm not offending anyone with this, but it might be a little bit of a stereotype, but that is just really what I could see. It's just a very family-oriented grandma. She loves her family, and basically this whole family is just very family-oriented. That is just how they are. And I was also thinking that even though this is a blended family, there was never any drama. There were never any issues or anything. The teenager obviously is a teenager. They cannot wait to get out of the house and go to university. So, I mean, obviously they are a little bit over it. They kind of want to just move on, like live in the dorms, like move out of the house. They're definitely ready for that. And obviously the siblings get into fights. But I mean, I don't think the teenager would be too mad about this family moving in and then which leads basically to giving them their own bedroom upstairs, because before they had to share it with their little sister, and I was definitely thinking they would be over that at some point. So they did get their own bedroom, and I feel like they wouldn't be too mad about that, and there was just never any drama is what I was thinking. But yeah, for the teenager, I was definitely thinking that they cannot wait to get out of the house and move to Foxbury University, like move into the Foxbury University dorms. I also kind of represented that in their bedroom, sort of. I mean, I did use a lot of green in that bedroom, which is the Brightchester color, but still I was thinking they really want to go to Foxbury University and they want to study, which degree is it? I think computer science, where you basically study to become a computer engineer or a mechanical engineer. And I am definitely thinking that the teenager, they want to become a mechanical engineer. They can't wait to start university and basically also join the robotics club is what I could really see for them. So they are very passionate about that. They really want to become an engineer. They want to join the robotics club. They want to go to university. They're so ready for that. So that is definitely what I had in mind for the teenager, for their little storyline. And also, like I already explained in the beginning, they do identify as non-binary. I gave them they, them pronouns, which I thought was really cool. So I actually later on also placed the non-binary pride flag in their bedroom. I forgot to place that one initially, but I came across it in the catalog later on and I was like, that is a really cool addition, because maybe if someone downloads this house at some point or my save file at some point with the existing family in it, then that gives you a little bit of the storyline, because obviously not everyone is going to see this video. So maybe by placing the non-binary flag in their bedroom, I could kind of tell you a little bit like about their storyline in that sense, like tell you a little bit about their personality and who they are as a person. I thought that would be a cool addition. So that is what I did. And then the girls, like I already talked about, the two younger girls, I feel like they are the exact same age. Maybe they were already classmates before the family moved in together. I feel like that could be a thing because they are from the same town. I was thinking they already probably knew each other. So I thought that would be very cute. So they had always been very stoked about becoming family, basically, like becoming stepsisters. And they are sharing this huge bedroom together. They definitely have the largest bedroom of the house, but they're sharing it and their kids. So they need a lot of space for their toys, basically. So I felt like that only makes sense. This is the parents' bedroom, by the way. It's very simply decorated and the color scheme is fairly neutral, but I feel like it's a very pretty bedroom. It's not too spacious, but they do have a 4-tile walk-in closet from Get Together. So they have a very large closet as well as a nice ensuite. So it's a very luxurious bedroom, very light and bright and airy, and yeah, just very fresh looking in my opinion. But yeah, the girls, they share this very large bedroom. It's very colorful. You'll see that once you move on to the kids' bedroom, that I was definitely struggling with the floor plan or like the layout in there a little bit. But I love how it came out. I love how it came together. It's just very large. I did also use a couple of the items from the little campers kit. I actually used that in the backyard as well. So I'm very excited to show you that. We'll get to it after the interior, obviously, but yeah, I definitely used some of the stuff from the new kit in the backyard to basically make an area for the kids because, like I said, the kids are inseparable. They do everything together. They play together every single day. And I feel like in the summertime, since they have a large backyard, they probably spend a lot of time out there. So I gave them a big tent. I gave them the movie screen and everything. So yeah, they just play out there all the time. And then I also placed some of the stuff from the new kit in their bedroom as well. But here first we're decorating the teenager's bedroom. So the color scheme for this bedroom is very dark. I use a lot of dark blue and darker green, as you can see, and then some Foxbury color accents here and there. So some oranges and red color accents, not too many, but I didn't want this room to be too matchy-matchy. So I definitely tried to represent that in that way. But yeah, this is for the teenager who really want to go to college, study computer engineering. I think that's what the degree is called. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly remembering, but basically, obviously, it's the degree that helps them to become a mechanical engineer. And they are also going to join the robotics club. So I definitely also added some like posters and flags from university in here. I placed that like large banner, the robotics club banner basically from university. I placed that by their bed. They have a lot of university furniture pieces in here because it just represented their personality very well, in my opinion. So that is what I decided to do. And they also enjoy gaming. For my save file, I'm giving everyone skills and like a few likes and dislikes as well. So I was definitely thinking that this sim, they are very tech-y, if that makes sense. Like they want to become an engineer, obviously, so they love robotics and stuff, but I feel like they also really enjoy programming and they love video gaming as well. So that is definitely the type of sim, or like the stuff that this sim would be into, I feel like. So I tried to represent that throughout their bedroom as well. And I'm just really in love with how this bedroom came together. I just really like it. I feel like it's so cool. I never go for this darker color scheme, but then combined with that like accent wallpaper, I don't know, I just really like it. I love how it came together. And then I also try to remember to place hampers in every bedroom because we are using laundry. However, I do think I forgot to place a hamper in the children's bedroom, but that's okay because we do have hampers in every other room basically, and then in the laundry room itself as well. So I feel like we should be fine. But here you can see I'm starting on the girls' bedroom, and oh my gosh, this was a struggle. I did not know how to lay it out. At first, I gave them 2 walk-in closets because I felt like that made sense. And I don't know, it's such a large bedroom. And since they're sharing it, I was thinking maybe 2 closets might make sense because they also need a space to like put away all their stuff, like all their toys and whatnot. But I wanted to make the shape of the room a little bit more interesting. So I decided to go ahead and get rid of one of the walk-in closets. So we only have 1 left. Which is more than enough. They have an additional dresser in here as well, but I wasn't sure how to lay this bedroom out. So this one, layout wise, is definitely not the prettiest room I've ever done, but it does make sense. Like, it's not too matchy-matchy. It's very colorful. It's a little bit messy in a way, not in a way that there's a lot of stuff lying around. I mean, also, but more so in a way that the layout is just not the prettiest. But it is very practical. Oh, right, I also gave them a hamster. I thought that would be fun. Since they are probably very much into animals, they love playing with their dogs. I mean, both the families already had a dog, so I feel like the girls would really love dogs, like both of them. And they just love animals in general, as I feel like a lot of kids do. So I felt like giving them a hamster to share. That's just another little project that they can work on together, basically. I mean, a hamster isn't a project. That is not what I mean, but basically just a pet for the 2 of them in their bedroom that they can take care of and play with and give love to together. Basically, I thought that that was such a fun idea. And then they can ask their grandma, or like one of the girls' grandma, basically, they can ask her for advice on how to take care of the hamster. And just, I don't know, I just feel like that was really cute. I mean, since the grandma used to be a vet, I felt like that would be a cute little addition. And I don't know, this is just a very like girly, colorful bedroom with a lot of stuff. I use a lot of Dream Home Decorator in here. Again, I did use quite a bit of Dream Home Decorator throughout this house in general, because it is a very like modernized house. And since I was thinking the mom is an interior designer, I just felt like it makes sense. But yeah, this room basically just has a lot of space on the floor to play, which definitely makes sense for this room. So I placed a couple of those throw pillows on the floor that came with the kit. Sadly, your Sims cannot actually sit on those throw pillows, and that is such a shame. I wish they could. That would be perfect. But still, it's still nice to use them and kind of like represent a playroom area on the floor with some pillows where they can basically sit and just play. So that is what I did for their bedroom. But now we are moving on to the backyard. And I wasn't sure what to do with this for the longest time, because at this point, when I was furnishing the house, I was getting pretty tired and I had a lot of space in the backyard. I had a lot of space. Like the porch, this porch area wasn't really a struggle. I knew that I wanted to place a nice seating area as well as a grill and a smaller dining table and stuff. So the porch wasn't really the problem. Then we have the extended terrace area basically, where I placed a larger dining table, and then that was all of my inspiration. For the rest, I just didn't know what to do. So I was definitely struggling with this a lot. But here you can see I placed a larger round dining table with an umbrella so they can have dinner with the whole family together outside. And then out here, I was trying to create an additional like seating area. I got rid of it and placed planters instead, I believe. I think I'm going to be shuffling around all the stuff out here still. Oh, that's right. I placed a handiness table, like the woodworking table out there. So that makes sense. And then I did some additional landscaping, and I really debated putting a pool in this backyard because we definitely have the space for it. And the Pancakes house next door is smaller but has a pool as well. So I feel like it would kind of be realistic to put a pool in here, but then I was like, you know what? No, I just don't think this family would have a pool. Like, they have a large house. They're probably well off. Not in the sense that they are extremely rich or anything, but they can afford this large house. I mean, they're a large family. The grandma has had a beautiful career that probably made her quite a bit of money. The mom is doing very well for herself with her business. The dad, he is a successful detective. So I feel like, you know, they're well off, but a pool would just be a bit too showy, maybe, is what I was thinking for this family. Like, they're not that type of family. Not that you have to be a specific sort of person to have a pool. That is definitely not what I'm saying. I just didn't really feel it for this family. I hope that makes sense. So that left me with a whole bunch of grass left over basically, which then again also makes sense because I do have 2 kids who love to just run around and play outside and play in the grass. And I mean, 3 kids at some point. The teenager is a little bit older, but obviously they used to be a younger kid as well. So they have a lot of kids that love to play around in the grass. They have 2 dogs who also need a lot of space to run around. So, I mean, at the same time, it really makes sense to have a lot of open area for this backyard. So that is basically what I decided to go with. They just have a lot of grass. But yeah, this is pretty much already going to be it for this house. So let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. The lighting isn't the best for showing off the front of the house right now, but that's okay. We can work with this. And the small dog is just hanging out here. Look at him. He's so cute. His name is Chandler. So we have the facade right here. It really speaks for itself. We just have a nice front porch with a little bench situation. And then over here, we can walk straight into the backyard where the majority of the family seems to be hanging out. So we have this very cool area for the kids to hang out. The teenager is also enjoying the movie screen, as you can tell. And then we have the tent with the Don't Wake the Llama game and just some knickknacks, some marshmallows, and the dollhouse as well. And then for the rest of the backyard, it's just very open and spacious. We have this monkey jungle bar and some lounge chairs as well, and then just some skill building items, a large dining table, another dining table on the porch, and then also a nice seating area on the porch. Then when we walk into the house is very open for the most part. We have this hallway situation where the dad is hanging out as well as the bigger dog. Her name is Peaches. But yeah, we have this entryway with a nice dresser and just some entryway clutter basically. And then off to the side, I mean, I guess sort of a second hallway with a staircase. I really loved how this came together and how this also gave me a spot for the bigger pet bed. Isn't this just the perfect spot for the dog to sleep at night? But then for the rest, you can see that we have this open floor plan. So we have the living area right here with an older looking fireplace. So I was definitely thinking that this was the original fireplace to the house. A nice spacious seating area and a sliding door leading into the back porch. Then back here we have the dining area separated by a little half wall from the kitchen. We we have grandma in the kitchen. That is very cute. The kitchen is nice and modernized and very, very spacious. Then we have some additional seating back here as well as the dog bowls. And off of the kitchen, we have the downstairs hall bathroom. So it's a full bathroom with a shower and a sink and some cabinet space. Then over here through this archway, we enter into the mom's office. Realistically, you would probably have a door to be able to actually close off the space from the rest of the house when she needs to get some work done. But I just really love to use archways to make it feel more like open and airy. So the mom has her desk right here, as you can see. She also has a lot of storage space for like files and stuff like that. So just her little desk with a laptop and then some additional storage space back here and a nice bookcase. And then off of this office space, we enter into the grandma's bedroom. This used to be the garage. I was thinking that this whole like mudroom, bedroom, bathroom situation used to be the garage. So they did a large renovation actually. So this is the grandma's bedroom. It's very cutesy. I love the color scheme in here. I gave the grandma a vanity. I thought that would be so cute. I could just really see the grandma sit here doing her makeup. I feel like she is a very like well put together person. She loves to take care of herself basically. They also have this nice walk-in closet and then they have this door leading into their ensuite. This ensuite is very nice with a shower tub combo. It's very basic, but I really like it. The other door off of the office leads us into the mudroom slash laundry room. I don't know why, but I just really love this space. I loved that I had a spot for this coat hanger. I never used this one, but I think it's so pretty. So yeah, that was the perfect spot for it. And basically, you know, just a laundry mudroom. It's nothing fancy, but I just really like it. Then on the second floor, we have this awkwardly shaped landing. I do really like it though. The shape is a bit awkward, but at the same time, I feel like it kind of makes sense. On the landing, I mean, there's not much to see here. I just put a little dresser with some like sheets and whatnot, and then a bookcase and a chair in the corner, and that is basically it. But then over here, we have the master bedroom, very light and airy and neutral and fresh. They have a dresser over here with some knickknacks and then a large walk-in closet as well. And then another ensuite, very similar to the grandma's ensuite. I use the same furniture for pretty much all of the bathrooms to make it feel cohesive in that sense. Then over here we have the teens bedroom, which might be my favorite bedroom of the house. I never go for this darker color scheme, but I feel like it suits them so nicely. So yeah, they have their bed and their nightstand over here, and then their desk with their gaming PC and just a lot of school related stuff on the desk. They also have this bookcase tucked away in the corner that just fits so snugly in there. And then they have another storage unit over here, very IKEA-ish and just perfect for this teen's bedroom. Then over here, there is a larger hall bathroom for all the three kids to share basically. So there is a shower tub combo in here and then just a sink and a toilet and whatnot. Very similar to the other bathrooms, just slightly bigger. And then last but not least, we have the girls' bedroom. So this one is a bit crazy. It's very, very colorful. I do really like how it came out. They have a lot of space on the ground here to just get out all of their toys and play. I also gave them the creativity table from the new kit, and they have their hamster cage over here in the corner, which I thought was so, so cute. And then this brand new Blarfy from the new kit as well, and then an additional little dresser with a whole bunch of knickknacks and this beautiful pop-up book on top. I love that item. It's so pretty. But yeah, that is basically it for this house. So I can also quickly show you the family. This is Rachel. This is the mom, Rachel Gibson Lee. She is the interior designer. And then this is her youngest kid, Florence Lee. They're just hanging out here in the backyard. Then we already saw the other kids over here. So this is the teenager. Their name is Spencer. I feel like they look so good. I'm so proud of the sim. I just love them so much. Their outfits just turned out to be so cool. And then we have the dad's daughter, basically. Her name is Ellie Mae. She's very pretty. As you can see, she has these very beautiful curls. I just love her a lot. We also already got a little bit of a look at the dad. This is, gosh, what's his name? Simon. That's right, Simon Gibson. He is the detective, and this is their dog, Peaches. And then we have grandma over here. She's just hanging out in the kitchen. So this grandma, her name is Rhonda. She is Rachel's mom. So yeah, I just thought I would show you since the Sims are already here. But yeah, this is it for the build. build. So this large family Suburban is up on the gallery. It comes in at just over 150,000 simoleons, so it's very expensive, but it's a very large house with a lot of stuff in it. So I did build it on a 40 by 30 in the world of Willow Creek. So if you want to place it in your game, then that's where it goes. But that is gonna do it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/Simmary Sims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!